Welcome back to our series of ranking every single one of our chicken breeds. It's a cold day here. We got our first snow of the season, which is pretty exciting because some of these youngest girls have never even seen snow. There's a lot more, but now it's kind of melting off with the sun coming out, but all bundled up and ready to give you a week 15 review. So let's get into it. So before we get into the actual rankings, I want to go back over the criteria so everybody's up to date and refreshed on how we're going to rank and get the final score. So there are going to be 4 different categories. The first one is eggs, and that's going to be everything to do with eggs as far as egg color, egg size, egg quantity, etc. Second category is broodiness. So how often is the chicken wanting to sit on eggs and hatch them out instead of laying them and want to become a mom, essentially. The third is going to be friendliness. So how friendly is the chicken to humans and how friendly is the chicken to flock mates. So we have a very diverse flock. As you can see, lots of different shapes, sizes, colors, everything, different breeds. So how well do they get along with all of their flock mates as well as with the humans? And fourth is going to be completely subjective. It's going to be a fun category. It's cuteness. So anything unique about the breed, anything that I find particularly appealing or unique or fun or cute about the breed, that'll go into the last category. And so all those categories are out of 5, give us a final score out of 20 total, and that gives us an even score to compare against all the other ones that we've already done and all of our future breeds that we're going to do. So without further ado, for what you came here for, our breed this week that we're going to review is Edith, our Steele Egger. So Steele Eggers are a hybrid breed exclusive to Meyer Hatchery. They did a partnership with Lisa Steele, which, if you're not familiar, she's a very well-known, prominent chicken information provider, influencer, however you want to say it. She's written a lot of books. She has a blog, makes a lot of YouTube videos, content like that. And so they partnered with her to make a couple different exclusive breeds to the hatchery. And this is the Steele Egger, which is their largest one. They also have a Steele Egger Bantam and a Lisa Steele Cookies and Cream. Anyway, the Steele Egger is a hybrid. So you can see she has some unique characteristics because of that. She has that crest on her head. She has the muffs, which are big cheeks, as well as her beard. And the Steele Egger can come in blue, which is what color she is, or splash, which splash, we don't have any girls that are splash, but essentially is like white with black specks throughout her. So we got the blue coloration of the Steele Egger and Edith here. And like I said, she's a hybrid, and the idea is to lay colored eggs. So most of them are gonna lay blue eggs, which when we get into eggs, we'll let you know whether or not she is true to breed. But that's essentially it. It's just wanted to create a fun, unique, cute hybrid, and that's exactly what it is. You can see she has a very unique characteristics with that crest on top of her head and the blue coloration. And I think that's pretty much for Steele Eggers, all the information. So let's go ahead and get into eggs. Now Edith is true to breed, so that's great. She does lay a beautiful blue egg, and she lays a good amount of them when she's laying. She's in the middle of a molt right now. You can kind of see it around her head still. She's getting some feathers in, but she hasn't been laying for a couple weeks now. But when she is laying, she's laying a ton of eggs, and they are our widest, biggest eggs. We like to joke that she lays like bowling balls. She's almost lays like, it's almost a perfect circle. Like it's almost as wide as it is tall. Super big eggs. I don't know how she does it, because she is body size one of our smaller hens. Definitely not big at all, which like for a hybrid, there's not really a breed standard as far as size, but I would say that she is on the smaller end of standard, especially in our flock. But she lays a lot of eggs, and they're huge, which, like I said, is super impressive there. They are blue color, which is great as well, and what we got her for. So all in all, for eggs, with the amount of them, size of them, I would say she gets a solid 4.5 out of 5. There's not much more you can ask, except for like maybe just laying all the time. When she does lay, it's probably about 4 to 5 a week. Not like crazy production, not like a 6+ week that you'll get from like a hybrid production layer, but the fact that she is a hybrid gets her a little more production over most standard breeds, but it's not insane. And so we'll give her about a 4.5 out of 5 for that. And then broodiness is going to be a short category for her. She's 2.5 years old and never been broody ever in her life, so it's going to be the obligatory 1 out of 5 for that. And as far as friendliness, you can kind of tell I've had to chase her around the yard, try to get some video of her, and I can't get too close. She's not super friendly. She's like, I would say, run-of-the-mill friendliness as far as in our flock. She's not one of the girls that wants to completely run away from me, but she is one of the girls that, like, if I had to catch her, it's not super easy to catch her, and she doesn't actively come super close to me. So friendliness is kind of average to humans. And then as far as in the flock, I don't know if she is anymore, but with our first original flock of 13, she was the dominant hen, and was the one that kind of ruled the roost. She's still towards the top, but I don't think she is completely number one with all 27 now. But that being said, she doesn't get in a lot of conflicts because she's so high up that a lot of girls don't mess with her, and she doesn't have to mess with a lot of other girls. I don't know if it's just they sense that she has a dominant personality, but she's pretty well liked and gets along with everybody, so no issues there. So overall, with like the averageness of friendliness to humans, plus gets well with along with everybody in the flock being so high up, I'd say you're gonna average out the score like to about a 4. Like I said, 3 about average in our flock, and then she gets along well with everybody, so I'd say about a 4 out of 5 for friendliness there. And now the last category, cuteness, like I already said, something unique about her is that crest, which before we got the last batch, which I'm laughing because the Houdan that has a really poofy head just stuck her head in the water and it's all funny looking. But before we got the Houdans that have the big crest, she was the only one in our flock with a crest, and so that was super unique, and still is really unique because she's the only one with like that tiny crest, because like I said, the Houdans have a big crest. So that tiny crest, which is very cute, and then her muffs and everything, I think she is adorable. We got her because she was kind of quirky and unique, and she definitely lives up to that. Super unique with the shape of eggs that she lays, and then just the fact that she's high up in there. I have respect for her, and I liked seeing when she was growing up that she would put everybody in line and kind of be the boss out there. So I think overall for cuteness, the way her head looks, the face looks, and like I said, that body size too, she's kind of a smaller end of the body size for standard. I think I would give her a solid 4.2 out of 5. Nothing crazy, but definitely above average. So overall, that gives her final score of this out of 20, which puts her right here in our overall breed rankings of everyone that we've done so far. So this is what it looks like now, but we're going to continue to do this for the coming weeks until we get through all of our flocks. So stick around. Maybe we have some of your favorite breeds here. So we're going to do those and go back and watch the other ones, see if we've already done your favorite breed. And so stick around, come back, and until next time, from Edith herself and the rest of the flock, stay Pyrfect.